Hello everyone, I am Chelma Reddy. Welcome to CR Maths class. Today I am going to discuss new chapter, that is permutations, permutation and combinations, two chapters. So first I am going to discuss permutation, then combination. Okay, this is a very important chapter, either mains or MCET or advanced or BitSat, whatever may be. So before going to permutations, so I want to discuss fundamental principle. What is fundamental principle? Multiplication principle, addition principle. Two types are there. So what is multiplication principle? See, if an operation can be performed in m different ways and another operation in n different ways, then these two operations can be performed one after the another in mn ways. If an operation can be performed in m ways, another operation can be performed in n different ways. Then these two operations can be performed one after the other in mn ways. Here symbol observe that and this is the key word here. And is there means we can use multiplication principle. Now see one example. One person can travel from Hyderabad to Tirupati, Hyderabad to Tirupati via Kurnool, via Kurnool. So Hyderabad to Kurnool, there are three different routes. One is shortcut, one is long cut, whatever may be. Kurnool to Tirupati, there are two different routes. Now, one person can travel from Hyderabad to Tirupati via Kurnool. Here, Hyderabad to Kurnool, there are three different ways. Kurnool to Tirupati, two different ways. So here, one after another is going to perform. That means by using multiplication rule, what is answer? 3 into 2, 6 different ways it is possible. 6 different ways it is possible. How we are getting 6 different? By using formula I am written. But generally observe here. So Hyderabad to Kurnool is the one route. Here onwards, go to this way or this way. How many ways? Two ways. Now, this is another way. So here, this is one way, this is another. Again, two ways. Now here, this is one way, this is another way. Totally, how many ways we got? 2 plus 2 plus 2. That is 6 different ways. Sir, now. So one person can travel from Hyderabad to Tirupati via Kurnool. Hyderabad to Kurnool, there are three different routes. Kurnool to Tirupati, two different routes. Now the person can travel from Hyderabad to Tirupati via Kurnool only. There are 6 ways it is possible. Now I am going to discuss one more example. One person having that three shirts and three jeans pants, three trousers. Now he want to select one pair. Pair means you know that one shirt and one trouser is pair. Two shirts not pair, two trousers also not pair. Okay, so three shirts, three trousers. By using fundamental multiplication principle, what is the answer? 3 into 3, that is 9 ways possible. 9 different pairs possible. Now, generally, how to calculate? Three shirts means I am writing S1, S2, S3. Trousers means T1, T2, T3. Now, the person can select a pair. How many chances are there? S1, T1, this is one pair, or S1, T2, another pair, S1, T3. These are different design shirts, different colored, different design trousers, not similar. These are different things. Now S1T1, S1T2, S1T3. How many possible? 3. Similarly, S2T1, S2T2, S2T3. Again, 3 different pairs possible. Now S3T1, S3T2, S3T3. Here also different pairs possible. By adding this, how many different pairs are possible? There are 9 different pairs are possible. Okay, students, are you understood now? This is the first example. This is second example. So once again, listen the definition. If an operation can be performed in m different ways and another operation in n different ways, then these two operations can be performed simultaneously or one after the other in mn ways. Mn ways. So here keyword is and and is there means you can use multiplication principle. Next, addition principle. If an operation can be performed in m different ways or another operation can be performed in different ways, then either of these two operations can be performed in m plus n ways. That means provided only one has to be done. Provided only one has to be done. Okay, so here keyword is or. Or is there means use addition principle. And is there means multiplicative principle. Now I am going to give an example. One person has four shirts, and two trousers, different color, different design. He want to select one piece, not one pair, one piece. That means either shirt or trouser. How many shirts are there? There are four shirts plus two trousers. Totally, he can select 6 ways, either a shirt or trouser. In multiplicative principle here, we are selecting pair. That means one shirt and trouser. Shirt and trouser. That is one pair. But here we are selecting only one piece, either a shirt or trouser. How many ways possible? 4 plus 2 into 6 different ways possible. Okay, here keyword is or. Or is there means addition principle and is there means multiplicative principle. See here, note 2. This principle can be extended to any finite number of operations. So 3 shirts to 3 trousers means we can identify easily by general calculation without using the formula. But 100 shirts, 1000 trousers are there means. So it will take so much time. That's why they are given formula here. Product rule means mn ways. Addition rule means m plus n ways. So here fundamental principle is very useful. Okay, without fundamental principle, we cannot solve the problems in permutation and combination. Okay, students. Next, we are going to discuss factorial. What is factorial? The continuous product of first n natural numbers. First n natural numbers. See here, natural numbers is called factorial n. And it is denoted by n factorial. This is not angle n. Angles are denoted by capital letters. Angle A, angle B, angle C. Yes or no? Here, what is the letter? Small letter. Remember it. It is not angle n, factorial n. Okay. What is factorial n? The continuous product of n natural numbers is called factorial n and is denoted by like this. Now see here, n factorial is equal to 1 into 2 into 3 and so on up to n. These are product of n natural numbers. But here 1 into 2 into 3 into and so on, n minus 1 into n. Okay, these terms, observe that product of n minus 1 terms, we can write n minus 1 factorial into extra, what is there, n. This is total n factorial only. N factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. But suppose, see one example, 8 factorial is there. How to write? 1, 2, 3, and so on. 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 7, 8. 1 to 7 means what we can write? 7 factorial. And 8 is there extra? 8 into 7 factorial. This is, we can write 8 into 7 into 6 factorial also. This is, we can write 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 factorial also. Why we are writing like this? We need to calculate the answer now. At that time, it is useful. Okay. Next, 1 factorial means 1. 1 factorial means 1. 2 factorial means product of two natural numbers. That is 1 into 2. That is 2. 3 factorial means product of three natural numbers. 1 into 2 into 3. 4 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, like this. 5 factorial, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. Up to, remember it, 10 factorial. But what is 0 factorial? How we get 0 factorial? So here we know the formula. N factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. Just in place of n, substitute 1. Then what we get? 1 factorial is equal to 1 into 1 minus 1 factorial. 1 factorial means how much? 1. 1 into 0 factorial, that is 0 factorial. Finally, we got 0 factorial value is 1. Okay, 0 factorial is 1, 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial, don't write 3. 3 factorial means product of three natural numbers. That value should be 6. Students, are you understood? Okay, right. Next, see the last term here, 2n factorial is equal to 2 power n into n factorial into 1 into 3 into 5 into and so on to n minus 1 is there. 2n factorial means what? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 and so on. 2n minus 2, 2n minus 1, finally 2n. Here some even numbers are there. 2 is the even number, 4 is the even number, 2n minus 2 also even, 2n also even numbers. Those even numbers write separately. Then what happens? See, 2 into 4 into 2 means I am writing 2 into 1. 4 means I am writing 2 into 2 and so on. Here see 2n minus 2 means 2 take common, we get n minus 1. And last 2n is there, that is we can write 2n. Okay, into remaining, what are the terms? Odd, 1, 3, 5 and so on. The last term should be 2n minus 1. Okay, here see that every term having the 2. Yes or no? Here 2, 2, 2. This is multiplication. We can't take the common. If an algebraic operation, either addition or subtraction is there, means we will take the common. But it is in multiplication. How many number of 2's are there? Count it. Count it. 1, 2, 3, n minus 1. n 2's are there. So that is, we can write 2 power n. If 2 into 2, 2 square we are writing now. 2 into 2 into 2, 2 cube we are writing now. There n 2's are there. We can write 2 power n. Remaining, observe that 1 into 2 into 3 into and so on, n minus 1 into up to n. That is, we can write n factorial, product of n natural numbers, into remaining. odd numbers 1, 3, 5, and so on. 2n minus 1. This is the answer already given here. Students, all of you understood now how I am calculated 2n factorial value. Okay. Next concept. What is permutation? Permutation, how many types? This is important here. Permutation means an arrangement. In permutation, arrangement is the main role. So an arrangement that can be formed by taking some or all of a finite set of things, not infinite, finite set of things or objects is called a permutation. An arrangement that can be formed by taking some or all of a finite number of things is called permutation. For suppose you have three numbers 1, 2, 3. These are the three numbers. You want to form two-digit numbers. Two-digit numbers. Out of three digits, select any two digits, then arrange them. Two-digit numbers, how many possible? Starts with 1, 12, 13. Next, starts with 2, 21, 23. Next, starts with 3, 31, 32. These are the two-digit numbers. Out of three digits, I am taken some, that means two digits. I am not taken all the digits. So how many ways it is possible? There are 6 different two-digits number. 6 different two-digit numbers. Now, I am taking all the digits. That means I want to form three-digit numbers. How many ways it is possible? See, 123, 132. Starts with 1, you will get 123, 132. Starts with 2, 213, 231. Starts with 3, 312, 321. How many ways possible? 6 ways possible. So, by using three digits, we want to form three-digit numbers. That means we are used all the digits. But in first case, just we are used some digits. That means two digits. Okay. Students, are you understood? An arrangement that can be formed by taking some or all of a finite set of things is called permutation. In permutation, order is main important role. Okay. Next, permutations are two types. One is linear permutation, another one is circular permutation. What is linear permutation? The things or objects can be arranged in a line. The things or objects can be arranged in a line is called linear permutation. Tell me one example. 10 students, they went to cinema. In cinema theater, the seats are arranged in a row. They want to sit. How? Different ways. One particular student, he asked that you want to sit in corner, you want to sit in middle. Some different cases are possible now generally. Okay. So one particular person sit this corner side. Another person, he will sit in this corner. One of the person is sitting middle, like that. Okay. Or so this is one example in linear permutation. Or they will give the letters A, B, C. By using these letters, form the two different letter words. The words are numbers arranged in a row, not column. Yes or no? So how many ways possible? By using three letters, form the two letter words. What are the words? A, B, A, C, B, A, B, C. CA, CB. These are the 6 different words. What are the meanings of that word? We don't want. Okay. What they are asking, by using 3 letters, how many different words are possible? See here, the letters are arranged in a row, not column, arranged in a row. Okay. So here in linear permutation, observe that in this direction, this is first place, this is the last place. For suppose you are observed in this direction, this is first place, this is the last place. So in linear permutation, first and last place should be there. Okay. A permutation is said to be a linear permutation if the objects are arranged in a line. Remember it, arranged in a line. It's called linear permutation. Next, circular permutation. A permutation is said to be circular permutation if the objects arranged in the form of a circle are closed curve. Closed curve. Circle means this is. Closed curve means like this. For suppose some of the students, they went to a restaurant. Restaurant means how the tables are arranged in rectangular manner or square also. By observing the number of persons, they will allot the table. Okay. Number of persons is more means they will arrange that rectangular table only. Okay. Otherwise, they will arrange square table. Only one person is there. What they will do? Single bench they will arrange. Yes or no? Here see that in rectangular manner. Here one person, here one person, one. This is here 4 persons. This is the table. So these are arranging in a rectangular manner. Sometimes we can fill these corners also. Okay, if it is a place is not sufficient. And some of the bakeries, you know very well, the tables are like this, triangular manner. Here one person, here another person. Some of the restaurants, they will arrange this like semicircle manner. That means here 4 persons for suppose. Here some of the person, they will sit like this. This is also treated as circular permutation only. Okay, either circle or a closed curve or rectangular manner, triangular manner, semicircle, whatever may be, they are sitting in circular permutation only. Students, are you understood? A permutation is said to be circular permutation if the objects are arranged in the form of a circle or closed curve. And garland of flowers. Flowers means you know that. Garland of flowers means, so they will arrange like this. They will arrange like this. This is $1, one flower design. Here red color, here yellow color, like this. Okay. And chains of beads, necklaces, these are all circular permutation only. But we will say that hanging type of circular permutation. Necklace, chains, where the hanging, you know very well, neck only now. Okay, and garland of flowers also. Okay, those also we will say that circular permutation only. Okay, so permutations are 2 types. One is linear permutation, another one is circular permutation. Linear permutation means the things or objects can be arranged in a line. Circular permutation means the things or objects can be arranged in a circle or closed curve. Okay, right. Next, permutations of n dissimilar things, not similar. Remember this. Dissimilar things. Permutations of n dissimilar things. The number of permutations that can be formed by taking r things at a time from the set of n dissimilar things it is denoted by NPR or P comma NR or PNR. The number of permutations that can be formed by taking R things at a time out of N things. So previous one example we are explained, there are three digits. Out of three digits can be select any two digits. That means by using the formula, how to write 3p2. For suppose you are selected all, how to write 3p3. Here, observe that NPR. What are the conditions? N is greater than 0 and R is greater than or equal to 0 and N greater than or equal to R. So here N comma R are what? Integers. That means positive integers. Here cannot be possible negative. Okay, but 0 is there now. Here R is equal to 0 also possible. N is positive integers, R is non-negative integers, we can say non-negative integers. So finally, the number of permutation that can be formed by taking R things out of N dissimilar things is denoted by NPR. And the number of permutations here, the number of permutations of N dissimilar things taken R at a time is equal to the number of ways of filling R blank places in a row by N dissimilar things. So same, both are equal. So NPR means N we can write decreasing R times. That means N decreasing means subtract 1, N, N minus 1, N minus 2 and so on, N minus R plus 1. So here numerator and denominator multiply with N minus R factorial. Finally, you will get formula NPR. So NPR is equal to what is the formula? N factorial by N minus R factorial. So we can denote like this also, N factorial by N minus R factorial. For suppose see one example, 8p3. How to write, students? 8 factorial by 8 minus 3 factorial. So this is need to calculate 8 factorial by 8 minus 3 means 5 factorial. 8 factorial, how to write? 8, 7, 6 into 5 factorial, but divided by 5 factorial. So these two cancel. Students, are you observed why I am written 5 factorial numerator? Okay, denominator 5 factorial is there now. We want to cancel. This is formula method. Or write general method. General method means what? 8p3. 8 can be decreased 3 times. 8 decrease means subtract 1. 8 minus 1, 7. 7 minus 1, 6. This is 8p3 value. See? Same answer now. Okay. Next, one more important formula. The number of permutations of N dissimilar things taken all at a time, that is NPN. NPN means what? N factorial. 6p6 what? 6p6. 6p6, that is 6 factorial. 100p100. 100 factorial. Remember it. 100 factorial. Or use the formula, no problem. Okay. So right here, NPR means N factorial by N minus R factorial. And NPN means N factorial. Okay. Now, NP0, that is equal to 1. NP0 means N factorial by N minus 0 factorial. Here observe, students, N factorial by N factorial. That should be 1. What is 8p0? 1. 100p0? 1. NP0? 1. See, two more formulas are there here. NPR, that is equal to n minus 1 PR plus R into n minus 1 P R minus 1. NPR plus R into NPR minus 1, that is equal to n plus 1 PR. These are all discussed in intermediate IP. Okay. NPR is equal to n into n minus 1 PR minus 1. That is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 PR minus 2. Okay, this is one more formula. NPR divided by NPR minus 1, that is equal to n minus R plus. These are the shortcut formulas. Okay, NPR divided by n minus 1 PR minus 1, that is equal to n. Next, one more important point. R less than S less than n, then NPS is divisible by NPR. NPS is divisible by NPR. Next, this is important formula. NPR minus 1 divided by A is equal to NPR divided by B is equal to NPR plus 1 divided by C. These three terms are equal, then this is the condition. B square is equal to A into B plus C. Next, 1 into 1pn, 2 into 2p2, and so on, n into npn. So that meaning is 1 into 1pn mean 1p1 means 1 factorial, 2 into 2p2 means 2 factorial, and so on. N into npn means n factorial. That is the meaning of that. What is the formula? N plus 1 p n plus 1 minus 1. That is, we can write another way also. That formula is n plus 1 factorial minus 1. N plus 1 p n plus 1 means n plus 1 factorial or not? Okay, same formula. I am written another form. 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus and so on, n into n factorial. That is equal to n plus 1 factorial minus 1. Okay, next here, the number of permutations of n dissimilar things taken are at a time when particular thing is to be always included in each arrangement. One particular thing is always included in each and every arrangement. So out of n things, we are taking only R things. Out of R thing, one is included. Which one we don't know. That's why out of R take any one. There is R ways possible. Remaining things, n minus 1 PR minus. This is the formula. Number of permutations of n dissimilar things taken are at a time when particular thing is never taken in each arrangement. That means out of total things, remove that thing